Hello and welcome to ET/Alien Contact with me, Jay Bishop. Who am I? I'm a semi-regular individual who decided in July of 2023 to investigate my past and start reaching out to aliens for contact. Since then, I've had a miraculous journey of self-discovery and have dug into my past and recorded strange phenomena on my phone. If you've seen any of my previous videos, you will notice that I have phenomena that I've put out individually and also in my essay titled ET Contact versus ET Fear. I now regularly speak to aliens telepathically, and because that's so hard for me to believe, they do phenomena to back up anything that they tell me, and I record it on my phone almost on a daily basis. Join me in trying to decipher the phenomena I record. So in this video, I show some of the best phenomena I recorded to date. I also go through an interview I did with an alien that I'm in contact with by the name of Oblin. It's been almost a year since I made my first attempts at ET contact back in July of 2023. It's been 8 months since I released my video essay, ET Contact versus ET Fear. Over the course of this year, I have often wondered if the aliens I'm in contact with or the phenomena I record are even real. Fortunately, I have many hours of phenomena to back up my contact with aliens, and they still do phenomena on a daily basis. Even in my most recent music video for the song Someone Special off my album Love, Light, and Sex Magic, there's still weird stuff taking place inside the video. It was the last video I recorded, and you can see in the video there's these weird white lights that show up. I'm not sure what it is or how it happened, but it still seems to be a part of the phenomena I record on a daily basis with alien contact. One of the most recently definitive videos that I've recorded is what sparked this video essay. And I cannot explain what is happening in this particular video. The only thing I can show you is that there is a weird shadow orb that turns into a white orb at a certain point and back into the shadow orb, and it moves across. Now, this is common phenomena for me to record on a daily basis, and I record it outside of our house. I just step outside and start recording, and they do phenomena on my phone. Most of the time when I record the daytime phenomena outside of our house, I often get stuff that looks like this, where it's small lights moving across the sky. I also get a lot of bugs and birds, a whole lot of bugs and birds. I have included the bugs and birds in my phenomena videos in the past because I've been told by the aliens themselves that they use bugs and birds for phenomena. So I have included those, but I do my best to not include any more of the bugs and birds and stick with things that are strictly definitive, as in they're unexplainable or they're UFOs. I have videos showing the transformation of nanotechnology converting into a bird or a bat and then back to a cloud of nanoparticulates, because that is what they actually use to do a majority of the phenomena that I record. At least this is what I've been told. They use what's called nanoparticulates that are programmable to do these strange things. So most of the time I'm not actually recording like a ship or something along those lines. It's usually something that they're programming specifically to show up on my phone that is unexplainable in any other term other than this is strange phenomena. The point in showing you all of this phenomena is to demonstrate that I'm indeed in contact with something. You can choose to believe me or not. However, I have seen enough phenomena at this point to know that something otherworldly is doing the phenomena for me, and it seems to be coordinated with telepathic communication. And I can't explain it any other way than it's aliens. To you, it may be something completely different. You may have another explanation for what is happening to me. But to me, I've recorded enough of this phenomena, and I've gone through enough with the alien contact and the telepathic communication by this point that I know I'm in contact with something. They prove themselves over and over again that they're in contact with me. I first want to start by saying that this interview was obtained telepathically, so not all the information in this interview will be 100% accurate. I'm still fairly new to telepathic communication, and the way I communicate, there's an issue where I don't hear them exactly right. I have to really strain and try and really calm my mind to get their information correct. So often what I'll do is kind of interpolate, guess, or whatever on what they're actually saying, and then confirm with them, is this what you're saying? And then confirm it multiple times. Sometimes even have to use the phenomena to record, okay, are you saying this? Then we're going to need to do phenomena just to prove that you're saying this. So that's usually how it goes for me with telepathic communication. I will do my best to present this information as accurately as possible because this is my first interview with an actual alien. One of the aliens I'm in contact with is named Oblin. That is the name I call him, and he has confirmed to me that is his name. Oblin is what I call a Zygorian/Cheery. The Zygorians are what we would call the gray aliens. In all honesty, they're not really gray though. They're actually more pinkish, sometimes bluish or greenish. The Zygorians, they appear gray because of their suits. From what I've been told, the reason why I call them the Cheery, the way it was explained to me, is that the Cheery is like their planet designation. Like you take two humans and one's from Mars, one's from Earth. The one from Mars would be called a Martian, and the one from Earth would be called a Terran or an Earthling. In this case, the Oblin is a Zygorian Cheery. They actually live in the Milky Way galaxy, but they originate from the Andromeda galaxy. Oblin has been in contact with me since I was 8 years old, and so he's an old friend of mine, and he was one of the first aliens to reestablish contact with me in July of last year. I asked Oblin a series of questions for this interview. Question 1. What is your mission on Earth? Answer. Basically put, to observe and facilitate human progress toward open contact and establish contact with human contactees. Question 2. How many human contactees do you and your team have? Answer. Thousands of humans, 12 humans specifically for Oblin. Question 3. Given our level of understanding and progress, is this a dangerous mission for you and your team? Answer. Extremely dangerous. But it is also incredibly important. We often risk getting our technology shot down and stolen by Earth forces and trying to establish contact with humans. Question 4. When we see a UFO or strange phenomena, how often is that you or people like you establishing contact with humans? Answer. I'd say 99% of the time there is a UFO or strange phenomena, we are trying to make contact with someone. The other 1% may be equipment malfunctions, either by targeting from Earth forces or just due to circumstances beyond our control. The main gist is that we are almost always trying to show we are here and establish contact with humans witnessing the events. Question 5. How close to open contact do you think humans are at this point in time? Answer. Honestly, closer than we have been in a while, but still a lot of ignorance exists amongst humanity. It could be soon, or it could take another 2 to 15 years. It is up to humanity on Earth. Question 6. Is the mission worth all the risk? Answer. Even though the mission can be dangerous, it can be worth it to see a human move past their fear of aliens and embrace contact with us. So yes, we believe it is worth the risk. Though we do not appreciate what your governments have done to our crafts and people in the last 80 years. Question 7. What was the most challenging contact experience you have had with humans on Earth? Answer. My contact experience with you is referring to me in this instance, as a child was the most challenging in over 1,000 years of visiting Earth. It resulted in my capture, torture, and death at the hands of the government. I only escaped by downloading into a new body. I'm so sorry that he went through that. It is a traumatic memory I have of watching him die, too. All right, question 8. Can you describe what it is like on one of your worlds? Answer, Antaka is one of several hundred worlds my people call home. We don't procreate through sexual means. We use cloning. Our culture is very similar to that of the Asgard depicted in Stargate SG-1. We are a kind and intellectually focused society that works for the betterment of each other and their respective communities. We definitely have a sense of humor. The reason why he said that is because, like, him and I have talked about it, and they often will depict gray aliens as cold and humorless, and that is not the case. He definitely has a sense of humor. Question 9. Most of the depictions of the Greys are that they are cold and robotic, mainly intellectual with no compassion. Would you agree with that depiction? Answer. Not at all. Most of what humans think are the Greys are actually autonomous drones with no Zygorian consciousness in them. So they appear cold, robotic, and detached, when in reality they are being controlled by an apparatus nearby or by humans setting up fake alien abductions. This is why there is so much on how the Greys are responsible for alien abductions. It is almost all a hoax perpetrated by Earth's own government forces. It is actually very rare that we take people against their will, only in very unusual circumstances that require us to use extraordinary means to resolve an issue. Most of the time, people go with us willingly after we establish contact with them as children. Because of this false paradigm, we do not abduct people hardly at all anymore. It is strictly forbidden to do so unless we absolutely need to for extraordinary reasons. Question 10. What do you mean by extraordinary reasons? I needed to know this. Answer. In order to fix mistakes that violate the prime directive of no open contact before a species is ready, direct and limited contact must be established first. But if someone gets abducted by, say, the government, we have to often fix that issue even though we did not initiate contact. So in other words, he's saying that the only time they take people is because our government did something to make it seem like it was them. So they're trying to fix whatever they did. What kind of government do you have on your home worlds? Answer. We are ruled by councils on all worlds. They in turn answer to the Galactic High Council, which is part of the Galactic Federation. Question 12. How are your leaders chosen? Answer. Council members are chosen by levels of intelligence and the deeds they have done. Each world chooses the best of their people based on deeds done on a community basis, all the way to intergalactic deeds. We become famous and get elected to the council by what we contribute and how it has bettered those around us. Question 13. Do you have a message for humanity? This is the final question, by the way. Answer. We, the Zygorians, welcome you to the higher thought levels and wish for you to end your ignorance and control by your duplicitous elite. All of humanity is waking up. People like you will become more common. We look forward to meeting you and hope to have contact with you soon. I thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope you have a wonderful week.